This is St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Road portion of the regular season comes to a close today. We're at PNC Park, a day game, and the rubber game between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Despite the loss last night, the Cardinals still just 5 games out in the Central, only a game and a half out in the National League wild card race. Jim Hayes is here. That's Al Raboski. I'm Dan McLaughlin. Welcome to Cardinals baseball. Clint Hurdle, his lineup features a lot of the bench guys, and facing that lineup, it'll be John Gant.
Yeah, John Gant gets an opportunity to show what he can do. He has not made a start since August 27th in the minor leagues. He has appeared in 5 games as a reliever. Sinker ball pitcher. Good luck.
Jamison Tyone gets the call for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the Cardinals offense, can it come alive here for game 3? We're about to find out. Baseball coming up. Sports Midwest is brought to you by Bud Light, famous among friends. By Chevy Silverado, the most dependable, longest lasting, full-size pickups on the road. Find yours at your local Mid-America Chevy dealer. Here's a 1-0. Fowler, base hit. Cardinals go on top here in the 10th. Fowler delivers again. 3-2 pitch. Carpenter with a high fly ball out to deep right field. Trek, wall, gone! Fly ball lifted into the gap in left center field. That ball is down. Greg Garcia again off the bench. Base hit into right field. That's Mejia. A 2-out rally here in the top of the 9th. Runner goes from first. Ground ball. Safe at second. Bubble. Cardinals have the lead. The 2-2. Popped up. Carson Kelly. He wants it. He's got it. A dramatic win for St. Louis in game 1. 4-3 the final. The Cardinals were swept in Chicago, then swept the Reds. They've split the first 2. Some of the highlights on this road trip as we get set for game number 3. on a very warm and hot day here in Pittsburgh. It's late September, and the weather, it feels like July.
And if you had the weatherman on their big scoreboard, he said this is the hottest weekend of the summer.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Jamison Tyone, fastball, curve, and change. When right, he can be very, very tough. This season, a record of 7-7, ERA of 4.73. His ERA at home is actually much higher than it has been on the road.
Yeah, 5.25 at home. Actually, in the second half, he had an ERA over at 7, and then they shut him down for about 11 days, and he came back and he won his last game. So we'll see what he has right here. One thing he has is he has a good fastball, good curveball, but they say the fastball is very hittable.
Lefties have had their way with him. It'll be Matt Carpenter and Tommy Pham, then the switch hitting Fowler, Jerko, Wong, DeYoung, Piscotty, Kelly, and Gant. Look at the Cardinal lineup here today. And the first pitch to Carpenter with the shift on is a strike. Those lefties are batting over .330 this year against Tyone.
332 with 3 home runs. Righties are .272 with 7 home runs.
And the 0-1 pitch in the air out to shallow center, racing in McCutchen, and makes the catch. Mentioned during the open, it's a different looking lineup for Clint Hurdle's club. So Marte and McCutchen, a couple of regulars in left and center. Luplow is in right. Sean Rodriguez at third. Moroff is at shortstop. Bostic at second. Osuna at first. And Jacob Stallings is behind the plate. So 1 out, and it brings in Tommy Pham, who connected on a 2-run homer in the first inning yesterday. Cardinals, many of their regulars are in, with the exception of Carson Kelly. No Yadier Molina in the lineup. Early on against Garrett Cole, over 30 home runs allowed by Cole. Pham to dead center. That's home run number 22 for the Cardinal left fielder.
That was the first 2 batters. The Cardinals had a 2-0 lead. We thought with Lance Lynn on the mound, it's going to be a fun day. Well, it was a fun day for the Pirates.
They picked up 8 first inning runs. The 2-1 pitch, 3-1. Cardinals return home after the game tonight, and the first of 4 against the Cubs tomorrow. Inside corner, Adam Hamare, the home plate umpire. Todd Titchener at first, Kerwin Danley at second, Bill Miller, the crew chief, down at third. And the 3-2 pitch to Tommy Pham. On its way. Fouled back. Pham is 2 for 4 against this right-hander. There's a look at your umpires.
Tommy's had a good road trip.
You could say he's had a good year.
Good year, too.
3-2 pitch. Pulled foul. That's that protective netting over the dugouts, which has got a lot of attention throughout Major League Baseball after the incident at Yankee Stadium. And most teams, it seems like all teams, will go to that netting one way or another. Either they're forced to do it or will do it next year. And a strikeout of Pham. He's saying that he may have got a piece of it. He's asking for help and he doesn't get it. And it's going to be ball 4. So they're going to say that that is not a foul ball. Now ready, Adam Hamare screaming at the dugout of the Pirates. He said, "That's enough out of you." You could hear that up here.
Well, I think there's a little bit of legitimate questioning what was going on there. But I mean, you watch this swing, whether he fouled or not, he went around.
Yep.
And so the Cardinals catch an early break. I'm sure that's what Clint Hurdle was saying.
So here's Fowler with Pham, the runner at first base. Let's see if he wants to do some running. Another check on Pham, back in safely. Ali Marmol, the first base coach. That pitch is strike two. Fowler had a couple of strikeouts last night. You'd say that since his return from the DL, that was the only clunker of a game for Fowler. Outside of that, swinging one of the hottest bats in this lineup. No balls and a strike, and Fowler pops it up. Shallow center. Moroff going out, and the shortstop makes the catch. Our Toyota keys to the game concerning fastballs. Cardinals hitting .288 against those. The opponent average against that fastball of Tyone, .334, third worst in baseball.
Put those two combinations together, the Cardinals should have some success against that fastball. He does have a very good curveball.
Was his fastball straight?
And that would be my first indication that it is straight.
Here's Jed Jerko batting cleanup. Jose Martinez back in St. Louis dealing with his sore thumb. Stubby Clapp will join us in St. Louis tomorrow, the PCL Manager of the Year. Just a tremendous season.
I just think he should be the minor league manager of the year.
All the turnover?
All the turnover, and still to just dominate PCL. 40 wins, over 500, 41.
Jerko 2 for 6 against this right-hander with a home run. Here on out, must-win situation every game for the Cardinals. San Diego beating Colorado again last night. So a game and a half out. They'll play the finale of their series later this afternoon. 1-0 pitch is pulled foul. Chicago at Milwaukee. That's a 1:10 Central start. Jose Quintana against Chase Anderson. Anderson 5-0 in 10 home starts this year. Germán Marquez and Luis Perdomo, former Rule 5 pickup of the Cardinals, from St. Louis to San Diego, gets that start for the Padres. And after the game against San Diego, Colorado will face the Marlins and then the Dodgers. They go home. They've got 3 with Miami and then the Dodgers to wrap up their season. Question will be, the Dodgers know they're in postseason play. How will they play out that final weekend of the regular season? 2 balls and 1 strike. Fouled back, 2-2.
And at this time of year, sometimes it's easier to play teams that have something to lose. You know, like the Milwaukee Chicago series. But when you're playing clubs like Cardinals with Pittsburgh, Colorado with San Diego, you're supposed to win those games. But the lesser teams are just so free and easy, relaxed, no pressure on them.
The 2-2 pitch. With 2 strikes, they put 3 on the left side of the infield. So you got a fastball pitcher and a guy that can turn on a fastball. Let's see if Jerko can do something with this 3-2 delivery. Also keep in mind, Pham is off with this pitch. Ball in the gap, he might score.
Good points. Seems like Jerko loves the fastball up.
Get out of play.
Sometimes you'll see him hit the ball to right center.
Don't see many ground balls go to the right side from Jed, but you see the line drive or the home run to right center.
Right. And that's why in the infield they play him to pull. And pretty much kind of bunching a little bit in the outfield, but shading a little bit to right field.
3-2 pitch. We'll do it again. So the hits by direction for Jed Jerko this year: 41 to left, 38 to center, 31 to right. I would imagine a lot of those base hits to right, extra bases.
Yes.
Does he see another fastball on 3-2? Colton Wong is at the on deck circle. He does, and it's held onto by Jacob Stallings. Strikeout of Jed Jerko, first of the afternoon for Tyone. John Gant to the mound, makes his first Cardinals start when we come back. And first major league start with the Cardinals, and his 6th appearance overall with St. Louis. His 5 relief outings, 3.86 ERA, 9 1/3 that he's gone. Made his major league debut, ironically enough, against the Pirates as a member of Atlanta, May 19th of 2016.
He made 7 starts last year for Atlanta, and of course he was part of the Jaime Garcia trade. Brings him to St. Louis. Great opportunity for him. Had a very good spring. It appeared he was going to make the ball club out of spring training, but then late in camp he got the groin pull. That really set him back. Even when he went down to AAA, didn't play for a while.
Until recently, he featured the unique double pump windup. Used to use that to try to throw hitters off their, well, that's back to Gant, but off that rhythm that they might get in the batter's box. And the first man retired, that's Bostic. He said they told him, Major League Baseball did, it was illegal, couldn't do it anymore. And he said actually it's been a blessing because he's more comfortable without it, freer, a lot more fluidity to his delivery. And he said if you're an athlete, that should be a very minor adjustment.
I actually thought it was such a long pause, it really did nothing to the hitter, that they could reset very quickly.
There's Starling Marte. The rule book says a natural movement associated with the delivery of the ball to the batter without interruption or alteration. So if that's your natural delivery, as long as it's consistent, you can keep it. Carter Capps has kept his. Gant has been told he cannot keep his. 1 ball, 1 strike. When I talked to him at spring training and saw him the first time out, I asked him about the delivery, and he said he didn't even realize that he had started doing this, and it just was something that came natural to him. Popped up right side, out of play.
There is a slight hesitation still, but it's not that double hesitation. He'll sit there for a count, and then he'll deliver. One thing about Gant, he has a good sinker, so we expect a lot of ground balls.
2-2 pitch. 96.
You know, and he's only 25 years of age, too. Originally signed by the Mets, then traded to Atlanta, now traded over to the Cardinals.
3-2 taken up and in, and a ball and a walk. Some of the youngsters for the Cardinals: Alcantara, Jack Flaherty's 21, Reyes coming back off of Tommy John next year, 23. Luke Weaver, dominant recently, only 24, and John Gant is 25. We talk about how he throws downhill. He's 6'5". That's how he gets a lot of those ground balls. Fastball low to mid 90s, and an above average changeup. He uses a Vulcan grip with the changeup. Not a circle grip, but all four fingers and the thumb, and the ball pressed in back of his hand. A strike to McCutchen.
The only thing I've really noticed in his brief time up here, and he's got 9 2/3 innings. That walk was the 6th walk. He's got to really cut that down.
The short lead at first by Marte. Check on him. Zal mentioned, originally drafted by the Mets, John Gant made his debut with the Braves last year. He went 1-4 and then came to St. Louis in the Jaime Garcia deal. Cardinals got Gant, Chris Ellis, and Luke Dykstra.
I know in spring training they were very high on Ellis. I don't know what kind of season he had. And then Luke Dykstra, Lenny Dykstra's son.
No balls and a strike on McCutchen. Big gap in left center. Runner goes, and a foul ball. Traded at the deadline of 2015, the Mets acquired Juan Uribe and Kelly Johnson for their stretch run to the postseason. Gant a part of that deal. Last year he was averaging nearly 9 strikeouts per 9. Let's see if he can't get one of those ground balls. No balls and 2 strikes here on McCutchen. Runner goes again, and it's popped up, and no one catches it. Marte caught between first and second. Well, that's one of those times you'd want to see the pitcher take charge and say, I got it.
Yeah, you know, really the pitcher usually on a pop-up is going to be the traffic cop. As you can see, Kelly, watch Kelly, he has no idea where it's at, and it really appeared nobody else did. Sherko eventually comes in and picks it up, and that's where Marte was going back and forth. As he had to get back towards first base, thinking it was going to be caught. So a fielder's choice for McCutchen. McCutchen's the only Pirate in this lineup that has a hit off of Gant. He's 1 for 1.
Now Osuna, the first baseman. I know the pitcher is supposed to play traffic cop on those plays. These are professional athletes that have played catch and caught pop-ups their entire life. They can catch a pop-up.
Should be able to. And, you know, when you turn around and look and see nobody has taken charge, catch it.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. Get out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike on Osuna. Primarily used as a pinch hitter this year for Clint Hurdle, and a good one. What an odd play. You don't see that every day.
No, you don't. Can't blame the moon either.
One ball, 1 strike. it out of play. McCutchen not the threat that he once was to steal the bag. Still very good speed. Round the Horn is presented by Dobbs. Pham, Fowler, Piscotty in the outfield. Jerko, DeYoung, Wong and Carpenter on the infield. And Carson Kelly is behind the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Out of play again.
Even with the fact that Lance Lynn only went 2/3 of an inning yesterday, you should have enough arms. There's 14 relievers down there, and really only Tui Balala pitched 2 innings. So even the guys that did pitch yesterday should be available.
Getting a little bit bigger lead this time. McCutchen at first base. The 1-2 again to Osuna. Ground ball. DeYoung charging and makes the play. Scoreless frame put up by John Gant. It's Wong, DeYoung, Piscotty coming up, and we're scoreless here in Pittsburgh. Athletes on the ice and on the field that night. 30,000 fans 16 and older take home the replica Blues batting practice jersey. Cardinals will wear that during warm-ups during BP. It's courtesy of Fox Sports Midwest. Tickets at cardinals.com/promotions.
Seeing Adam Wainwright in the dugout makes you think that he's not available.
Yes, sir. I just wonder if we're going to see him remainder of the season. Really gutted through a couple of innings. At one point, medical team had to come out and check on him. His velocity did hit 90, which is much improved from the 85, 86 that we were seeing, if that, at times in his previous starts.
And I just think the Cardinals know what they have to do. They just have to win. They have to hope that they get a little help from other teams, but primary mission is they have to win every game. Win the game you're playing today. That's the only one you can control.
Mentioned the Blues, the batting practice jersey. They're in Pittsburgh tonight, preseason game. And a ground ball hit to second. Bostic with it. Blues open up October 4th for the Penguins, their home opener. Banner will be raised for the Stanley Cup Championship. Shortstop Paul DeYoung. DeYoung 1 for 7 against Tyone. Great story, Tyone, who has come back from testicular cancer. He's on the road in Cincinnati. Something wasn't right. Called the team doctors, and within days having surgery. He's now become an advocate for cancer research and also early detection.
He was only out about 5 weeks. Came back and won his first game and returned to playing. However, he's just teamed up with a local coffee supplier here, and got about 3 stores, and they're going to start selling and coffee, a certain type of coffee, and proceeds will go to cancer.
1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, 2-2. His brother is a doctor based in Florida and would keep family and friends abreast of all the different types of treatments that he was going through and the medications. He's reached out to Chad Bettis and vice versa. Chad, a great story with the Rockies this year, coming back from cancer. Many thought it was a long shot he'd ever pitch again in the big leagues. Those two have become very close.
Just goes to tell you, early detection, and then miracles can happen.
2-2 pitch. Fouled back.
Seeing the shift on here for Paul DeYoung.
First time I've seen it this
exactly
exaggerated on the left side. And he beats the shift with a base hit into left. 1 out hit. Brings in Stephen Piscotty. BJC Healthcare difference makers. If not for Cody Bellinger, one of these two might win the National League Rookie of the Year. 2 rookies that have had great years. Look at all the games for Josh Bell. 153. He has answered the bell, no pun intended.
He's played the most games than any Pirate.
Piscotty with a fly ball out to left, and the catch is made. Marte in left field. 2 outs, and Carson Kelly. Overlooked in the Friday win for the Cardinals after the double by Piscotty, with the Cardinals trailing by a run. Sac fly hit by Kelly to deep right. Runner advanced to third, came around to score, but that was a key at bat, especially early in the bat, showing bunt and couldn't get it down, and then delivered with 2 strikes.
He was down in the count 0-2. Came through.
There's strike 1. Molina is signed up for 3 more years after this season. Kelly would be the backup, presumably.
Well, they said he hadn't had anything else to learn at AAA.
Wave runners on the river, the boats on the river. Gorgeous day here in Pittsburgh. Monongahela, the Allegheny, and the Ohio River. 3 rivers here in Pittsburgh. We're on the North Shore, what they call it.
And you can't believe how much the downtown area has been cleaned up and rebuilt, and really a beautiful, beautiful scene from our vantage point.
2-1 pitch to Kelly. 2-2. Old ballpark was just that. It was getting old quickly, even though it was born, if you will, in 1970. The McClatchy group saved the Pirates in the mid-90s.
Go back to Forbes Field in the city, or 3 rivers.
Kelly, center field, And a diving catch by McCutchen as he robs Carson Kelly. Nice play by Andrew McCutchen. Plays a deep center. Had to come a long way to make this play. Outstanding. No score midway through 2. Was left on deck and now ready to go here for the bottom of the second. Let's check in with Jim Hayes. And Jim, where do we find you?
I'm in the press level now, Dan, but I have some information on John Gant. You guys touched on the fact 7 major league starts to his credit. That was when he was with Atlanta. He hasn't started a game since August 27th. That was when he was with AAA Memphis. Mike Matheny told me John didn't need any big message, just an opportunity. He's been looking for an opportunity all season long. Now it's in front of him. Mike also said, we told John a few days ago, go and get your outs. Don't get distracted by thinking you have to throw 5, 6 innings or whatever. Just pitch. Dan?
So far so good. First inning in the books. Here's Jimmy in the maybe the GM box. I'm not sure.
It's the visiting GM suite, Dan.
High fly ball. Out to left off the bat of Sean Rodriguez. Pham with the glasses on makes the catch. Well, normally, if that would have been me, you would have said, well, you act like the GM, Dan. So
you act like the owner.
Now you're holding back on Jimmy. I mean, it's right there for the taking.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Put it on a tee for you and you whipped, Al.
Yeah.
Here's Luplow, who's named the Pirates minor league player of the year. 325 in AAA. Split time, AAA and AA, and hit 23 home runs. Most by a Pirate in their minor league system since Jacoby Jones had 24 in 2014. Lines it out to left. Over to get it, Tommy Pham under his glove and to the wall. Luplow on his way to third. Relay not in time. Standing up with a triple with one down here in the bottom of the second.
That ball hard, and Tommy Pham going over to his left. Couldn't have really taken a deeper approach, but just as you said, underneath the glove, and the hustle over there. It was all the way to the deepest part of the ballpark, down by the bullpens, and there you go, the triple.
Max Moroff here in the second. The Cardinals bring the infield in. Every game, every run, vital. Good changeup. Explain the Vulcan grip as opposed to the circle change.
When we think about the circle, when you put your thumb in your first finger and you form a circle, and your other three fingers kind of just lay on the ball. With a Vulcan grip, it would be all four. Shove it back in further. Being the further back into your hand, when you throw it like a fastball, but it's going to diminish the velocity.
Here's a 1-1. Change up again high.
Trying to think, there was a pitcher with the Pirates 10 years ago or so that the first time I ever heard of the Vulcan grip.
Here's a 2-1 pitch. Popped up.
Great.
On the infield. Jerko makes the catch.
That is big. You get that runner at third, less than 2 outs, you're looking for a pop-up or the strikeout. You can't strike somebody out till you get 2 strikes on them, but that's a big pitch right there.
Mentioned the young man here at the plate, Jacob Stallings, his father Kevin Stallings, outstanding basketball player from the Collinsville area, longtime college head coach, now based here in Pittsburgh with Pitt. Was with Illinois State, Missouri Valley Conference, went on to Vanderbilt, was the head coach there for 18 years, and now in his second season with Pitt. Kevin is a huge baseball fan. Infield back now with 2 outs, 1 ball and no strikes.
Stallings, as we call from Indianapolis, on the 10th of September, he hit .301, 16 doubles, 4 home runs, 38 RBIs in 62 games. He is 2 for 4 against the Cardinals. Get the intentional pass to bring up the pitcher.
So fell behind, 2 balls, no strikes, and Tyone will be the batter. And a ground ball that's hit to short, gloved by DeYoung, a flip to Wong in the force play. And Gant gets out of a little trouble here in the bottom of the second. No score as we head to the third. Busch Stadium. Receive a magnet schedule and also a free ticket voucher for 2018. Magnet schedule thanks to Shelter Insurance. Also, kids get a ticket to Six Flags. Cardinals.com/promotions.
Danny, I forgot to tell you, that Friday night when I was walking back across the bridge, you were holding Jim's hand, but I ran into two couples, and they told me that they tried Skyline chili. They were in Cincinnati before coming here, and they said, it is horrible. I said, well, why did you eat it? They said, well, you know, we wanted to find out if you were telling the truth. So just look at it, you can tell it's horrible.
What's wrong with you?
That's an honest story.
You run into a couple on the Clemente
There
Bridge.
were two, yeah.
Two couples.
There were two, husband and wife, probably 50s.
Again, a grounder to short. And they said, Al, loved watching you pitch, love you as a broadcaster.
They just talked about it.
But I got to tell you about the Skyline chili.
But no, they said, you're right. I said, why did you even try it? And they said, well, we tasted it. It's horrible. Well, why did you do it? We said, we wanted to see if you were telling the truth.
How many times have you had Skyline?
I've never had it.
Well, how do you know?
I
if
just look at it.
You don't know if it's any good.
I would
You've
not.
Never had it.
My body's a temple. I don't put things like that in my body. I have respect for it.
Well said, Al. Your body's a temple.
And sure, it's kind of breaking down, though.
I've seen the surgery rap sheet for you.
Oh, yeah.
The resume. Here's a 1-0. A strike to Carpenter, fly to center, first time up. Next year, I am going to bring you some Skyline with a little cheese on it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Maybe mix in a hot dog for you. Maybe a chili mac. Deep right and gone just over the wall. A home run for Carpenter. 1-0 Cardinals. Number 22 for Matt Carpenter. That barely got over the 21-foot high Clemente wall in right.
Just enough. Just enough. He's had success against Tyone. Now 5 for 13. First home run. Tyone was allowed just 11 home runs, so that's pretty good. There we're talking about just getting that extension. Know that shoulder's barking.
Foul ball off the bat of Pham, and another 30 grand raised. The relief effort for those affected by the hurricane in Texas.
$150,000 now with Adam Wainwright and the Cardinals matching Carpenter's pledge.
Measured at 380 feet. It's 320 down the right field line, 375 into the gap in right. So he needed every part of the 380 feet to get over the wall. The 0-2 pitch. Pham pulls it foul. Nothing at 2 in the count. He walked his first time up. Strike at Tommy Pham. Got the upper portion of the zone. Tyone has his second strikeout of the afternoon.
It's almost middle.
Yeah.
Talked about because of Tommy's lens situation, his eyes. You know, it's tough on day games for him.
So 2 outs and a shift put on here for Fowler. This is the most I can remember the Pirates shifting on DeYoung and Fowler all season long. They shift a lot.
Yeah.
Clint Hurdle told me a couple of years ago that they had to buy in if they wanted to keep their jobs. And he said, why not? So we're not winning the conventional way. Go ahead, let's do it. And it paid off. There's Clint, hired in 2010 by Pittsburgh. Took the Rockies to the 2007 World Series. Played as a player with the Royals, Reds, Mets, and Cardinals. Age of 20 on the cover of SI and labeled the Phenom.
His first, well, my first spring training with Kansas City was when he was 20 and on the cover there. Line drive hitter, outfielder, and had replaced John Mayberry.
2-1 is lifted into shallow left, racing in Marte to make the catch. Matt Carpenter with home run number 22, RBI number 68. Midway through 3, and the Birds on top. Disaster relief immediately. Help people affected by Hurricanes Harvey and Irma by visiting redcross.org. Text the word Red Cross to 90999 to make a $10 donation. Top of the lineup in Bostic, Marte, and McCutchen. Carson Kelly working with Gant today. He caught 8 of his 18 starts at Memphis this year. So these two know each other quite well.
And also John Gant in those 4 relief appearances. He never pitched more than 2 innings. And as Mike Matheny said, just attack the zone, go as deep as you possibly can, and when you run out of gas, we'll come get you. Great opportunity for John.
1-2 pitch. Fastball taken high. Throwing hard here today. I don't remember him throwing this hard. Gun might be quick. You never know. Ballpark to ballpark it varies, but he's hit 96 on the gun a few times today. Might be amped up for the start too.
Sure. He's got that tall, lean body. Where used to be the old days. They wanted long, stringy muscles that had the flexibility. When weights were taboo.
Boy, not anymore. Pitchers are in there as much as a position player.
Yeah, and I mean it's baseball weight room now rivals football, NFL weight rooms.
3-2 pitch.
Probably don't talk about Pete Prinzi enough. Strength and conditioning coach for the Cardinals, and It's not just lifting weights. You have to know how to do it.
All the innovations too in diet and training. Pete is on the road in the off season as well.
Sure.
Traveling to various cities with some of the players. That's up and in, and he hit him. That one caught Bostic, and now it brings in Marte.
Just see just the way that ball was released, you knew it wasn't going to have a good result. Ball just got away from him.
So here is Marte, runner at first, Bostic. It's sharply past the diving DeYoung and into left field. First two have reached here in the bottom of the third.
I don't think it would make any difference, but I was kind of wondering why would Jerko be on the grass? Right at the edge of the grass. Shortened his range, but that far would have split the two, third base and shortstop.
Don't you think he's in for the bunt, maybe? And
I'm not going to bunt with Marte.
His speed, though, you got to respect it. He could bunt for a base hit.
I don't think he knows about bunting. He just knows about hitting. He's hit 320 against the Cardinals.
Andrew McCutchen at the plate. Runners at first and second. And there's strike one. McCutchen, a very good player for a number of years here in Pittsburgh. Many ways the face of their franchise. Five-time All-Star, 4 Silver Sluggers, MVP back in 2013. Very active in the Pittsburgh community as well. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a base hit out to left. Base is loaded. And nobody out for the Pirates. You wonder if that'll get somebody up and throwing in the Cardinals' pen.
It has to. And you can see him stirring down there in the bullpen. But it's sad that Gant hasn't pitched past 2 innings, but I've got to expect to go beyond 2.
Derek Lilliquist, to give guys time to start throwing in the pen, will have the slow walk out to John Gant. Osuna coming up, rounded out to short his first time up, so the bases are loaded and nobody out.
Matt Bowman just got to the mound.
Terrific job in game 1 by Bowman, as he came in at a tough spot, essentially recorded 4 outs.
Right. He's the guy that comes in and tries to put out the fire, clean up an inning. And what Osuna does could be his last batter.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's a 1-0. 1 ball and 1 strike. Missouri Lottery Fox Tracks.
Good breaking ball there.
And a fly ball out to shallow left. Pham Near the line, makes the catch. Runner tags, throw to the plate. It's cut off and safe. He lets it go. He might be out.
Other than the fact that maybe, Tommy's been dealing with that sore arm, and Jerko might have made the determination that it's just going to run out of gas. It would have taken a lot of hops once he's in position, and you would think he's going to throw it all the way. But that ball would have bounced 3 or 4 times before it would have gotten to the catcher. And almost like it's planned, as we've noted yesterday's game, that shortstop going way out early, for throws for Tommy Pham. They appealed at third base to see if he left too soon.
And now the runner between first and second hung up. This might be by design to get the run home from third. Still in the rundown, and the tag is there. There are times that is practice in spring training.
Absolutely, and Marte just didn't bite. Came down the line and then got chicken. See, he took off right there, and it was totally designed to get in that rundown, allow Marte to come down from third and try and steal a run there. So thank you.
I'm still surprised that ball was cut off by Jerko. I thought that would be, and I know you thought 3 or 4 hops. I thought it had a little bit more juice on it than that. Regardless, it's a run, and it's tied 1-1. And the Pirates give you an out in this situation. Yeah. Take another look by Pham. Also, I wonder if Pham was a little surprised that they would tag up in this situation. And that's very shallow left.
You got to assume that they're going to do it. Don't always have to assume that play is going to be made, and just be aggressive and get rid of it. With Marte's speed, I was very surprised he didn't try to come home.
There's a 1-1 pitch. Rodriguez first time up, fly to left. One, 3, 4, 3, 6 on that rundown. The hot box. 1, 3, 4, 3, 6. Then as Jerko made the catch, he could have had the runner between second and third as well. That was the other aspect of that play. Here's a 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. A little bit low, 3-2.
And Sean Rodriguez out here, and you've done a good job. Bases loaded, just 1 run, nobody out. Just 1 run scores. We'll take that if you get the 3rd out.
3-2 pitch to Rodriguez. Ground ball. Jerko gloves and makes the play. We're tied 1-1 as we head to the 4th. by Tommy Pham, and immediately Mike Matheny and Jed Jerko having a conversation about it. One of my guesses with this, Al, would be that he's saying, look, if you're going to cut it off, you know, you had the other play in front of you too, but also maybe why are you cutting it off? That throw, if it gets through, I know you didn't believe that. I thought he would have been out. I thought it had been very, very close. And regardless, it's 1-1.
Might have been a sort of turn around there, and all of a sudden the throw's right at you. Might have been instinctively just caught it. And I know you felt like you could have gotten Marte, you know, as he was coming, the runner coming to third. We'll never know.
I mean, if he cuts it off, you're not going to get him at the plate anyway. So get the runner from second to third. There's Jerko at the plate. He struck out. Now he's tagging up, but why is he hesitating?
Yeah. Never saw that part.
Here's a 1-2 in the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a strikeout of Jed Jerko. Chevy Fox strikes.
Third strikeout for Tyone, and twice he's got Jerko.
Mentioned at the start of the series that Clint Hurdle received a contract extension. I'm sure part of that was that he stopped the losing here in Pittsburgh, which began in 1993 and lasted all the way until 2012 as Wong is retired. They went through 3 owners, 7 different managers. To put it in perspective, all the losing, the consecutive years, Garrett Cole, the winner last night, was 2 years old when it began.
20 years of straight losing here in Pittsburgh.
So give him a chance to see it through down near this season. Talent coming back. See if they can't get it right. Josh Harrison done for the year for over a month. It's a huge loss for them. Talked about it last night in game 2. Francisco Cervelli missing time. Key component to their team.
Tyone, one of their starters, out 5 weeks. You know, 80-game suspension for Marte.
Sure. That was huge.
Yeah.
Here's DeYoung, who singled to left.
Want Paul to finish strong.
Fly ball out to left, sinking, and the catch made by Marte. After the home run, that's 5 in a row, set down by Tyone. Midway through 4, 1-1 game. Check in with Jim.
Dan, it's not one of baseball's most important traditions, but it's a tradition nonetheless. Rookie dress-up day. The theme this year was heroes. The Cardinal rookies walked from the team hotel, stopped for coffee, then walked to PNC in full hero attire. Ryan Sheriff was dressed as a character from Reno 911. He said his costume was the best. Most of his teammates, however, said Luke Voigt as Nacho Libre was the best. Voigt described his costume saying his pants were very, very, very tight. Mike Matheny said he didn't get a chance to see the rookie outfits, but he said he's all for it. Dan, he told me we never want to take the fun out of this game.
Do you have a favorite one, Jimmy, that you saw?
You know, Dan, they were all great.
Come on, Jim.
Luke Voigt was terrifying. He had no shirt on. He's a big guy.
Now we're talking.
And he had that wrestler mask on. He was frightening. But Dan, I thought they were all creative, and it was great fun.
So you give it a thumbs up?
Absolutely.
Once you get the cat to give you a thumbs up, that's the seal of approval. I liked Voigt's. Matt Bowman is the new pitcher. Now, things have changed a little bit, Al, with the rookies and what they have to go through now in the big leagues to be part of the big league club and initiated with their teammates.
You know, in my time, we wore platform shoes. There was a shoe company in Atlanta that they bought these shoes. The funny thing was, about 3 years later, when the bell bottoms came in, we were wearing those every day.
Right. It was in style.
But that was just the shoes we had to wear.
2-0 pitch is hit out of play. Let's take a look at Luke one more time. Luke Voigt. There he is. Let's get the mask on, no short.
How about Sheriff the Sheriff?
It fits. Good look.
You guys like the skin.
Here's a 2-1 pitch. Fly ball to Dexter Fowler. And Luplow is retired. Now this has also happened on the road here in Pittsburgh. Matt Bowman racing the dinosaur back on July 16th.
I like that.
It's hilarious.
Learned that at Princeton.
Bowman his 73rd appearance this year. Say 73 appearances. Normally that you would think is a lefty.
Yes.
A specialist that comes in all those times. He's got a couple of saves this year. He's had a good season. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2.
Bowman was sitting with all the guys in the lobby. The rookies in the lobby, they're all dressed up, and I said, "Are you having a little more fun this year than last year?" And he goes, "Oh yes." He had to do it last year as a rookie, not this year.
1-2 pitch. And he did go. A strikeout for Bowman. His first of the afternoon. Third base umpire Bill Miller rung him up. Side look at the check swing, and he did go. Two outs, and here's Stallings. 1-1 our score. Cardinals have a solo home run by Carpenter in the third. Osuna with the RBI in the bottom of that inning. We will be in St. Louis tomorrow. The Cubs will be in town. Their final visit of the regular season. Luke Weaver, John Lester tomorrow.
Good matchups.
Will come your way at 6:30. Carlos Martinez and Jake Arrieta, game 2 That's a 7:15 first pitch. Note the start time if you have a ticket on Wednesday. Michael Waka, John Lackey. Start time 6:08. We'll be on the air at 5:30. And then Lance Lynn, Kyle Hendricks. It's in game 4. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounder. Fair. Long throw. Jerko. Offline. Safe. Carpenter off the bag.
When we needed Jose Martinez, 6-7 reach. Just right on the line. It was a fair ball thrown from foul territory. Ball kind of sails, and Carpenter can't keep his foot on the bag.
So that'll be an error charge to Jed Jerko. And it brings in Tyone. Grounded to short first time up and a strike. This will be a 1-inning appearance more than likely for Bowman, due up third for the Cardinals in the top of the 5th. Tyone is 5 for his last 9. 0-2.
It's pretty incredible because he only has 6 hits on the year.
Yep. One ball and 2 strikes. Cardinals in 3rd place in the Central, 5 back of Chicago, and a game and a half out in the wild card behind Colorado. Here's a 1-2 pitch. 2-2. Carpenter playing behind the runner. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, and a strikeout. 2 for Matt Bowman. Rookie dress-up day for the Cardinals, the final road game of the regular season. They look like they're having a blast. Tied 1-1. Now Stephen Piscotty, 7, 8, and 9. One other thought about this is thinking outside the box with the play with Jerko.
Yes.
And then immediately the rundown between first and second. I was thinking maybe the Pirates felt that the Cardinals were ready to throw over to third and appeal it, that he left early, and that they tried to get the runner in a rundown quickly so they couldn't appeal. But we went back during the commercial break and it was clear he did not leave early. Right. So just a theory I was throwing out there, because that's baseball. You never know.
Nothing to lose.
2 balls and a strike on Piscotty, lined out back in the second inning to left field. Cardinals with 2 hits, the Pirates with 3. 1-1 our score. Carpenter a solo home run. Sac fly RBI by Osuna for the Pirates' lone run. 3-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul. Three-two pitch. Foul again. That's it out of play. Reminder that you can catch all the postseason, MLB.com and MLB at Bat for all your news and sports and highlights. MLB.com.
I'm really challenging Piscotty with a lot of fastballs. One changeup in this at bat, everything else fastballs.
So 3-2 the count. Next pitch to Piscotty. Breaks his bat, another inside pitch. Bill Cochran is our producer today. Tommy, our director. Our thoughts with Brian McCann, who's with his ailing father, normally with us day in and day out. Keith O'Brien put in a lot of long hours. Stephen Fairbush, he's with us as well. 3-2 hit out of play.
What happened to Keith Overman?
He's down there as well. Yeah. His top assistant?
Yep.
Yep, he's here. Three-two pitch again to Piscotty. The curveball and a strikeout.
Fastballs, a couple change-ups, and then he puts them away with a curveball.
4 strikeout for the right-hander. Here's Carson Kelly. Kelly was robbed by McCutchen first time up back in inning number 2 with the diving catch in shallow center. Still looking for that elusive first major league home run.
Come in here, running hard, and Diving for the ball off the bat of Kelly. And look at that. You can't help but thinking that if Fowler would have caught that ball yesterday off the bat of Mercer, with the bases loaded, turned into a bases clearing triple.
Ledmus Diaz at the on deck circle. Went 1 for 2 last night. Inside. 2-2. Sun Wan Oh, right-hander getting loose in the pen. The watchful eye of Eugene Koo. The 2-2.
Gene had a vacation, didn't he? When O was out with his hamstring.
Gentleman used his hat as a glove. You got to think outside the box to get that souvenir. Off a tie-on. Kelly to first and safe. A base hit.
Should be. And it is.
So Diaz will pinch hit for Bowman with 1 out and 1 on.
Tyone took it off that looked like the left thigh. Scrambled after, threw low, but I thought he was going to beat it out anyway. But Diaz will pinch hit here.
Curveball at times has been inconsistent. That was a pitch that Diaz struggled with. Outer half of the plate at this level. Fastball, you go in, he could do some damage. Ripped into left field.
And he's 5 for 6 with a home run as a pinch hitter. Had a double last night. Another base hit here.
Let's see what pitch this was. Yeah, just a hanger.
Yeah. Look, it's just a single.
So runners at first and second. Shift on here for Carpenter. This is where it gets interesting if you're the Pirates defensively, and turning 2. Now Ray Searage out to visit. They start to stretch now in the Pirates pen, but nobody up and throwing just yet. It's back in the 3rd inning. The home run for Carpenter, number 22.
5 for 13 off of Tyone. Couple runners on. Do some damage right now.
Runners at first and second. And a 1-0 pitch. Fouled back. 1-1.
Really bunch him in the outfield, particularly in right field. A lot of room down the right field line.
Here's a 1-1. Carpenter, a big swing and a miss. Inning started with a strikeout of Piscotty. Long at bat. And then the base hit by Kelly, base hit by Diaz. Here's a 1-2. Check swing. Evens it up 2-2.
Tyon's curveballs throws it a lot harder than most. Most of the time, a curveball is going to be in the 70s. His in the 80s, low 80s, 83.
Carpenter's starting to pick it up here in this final last 7 to 10 days. 7 for his last 14 with that home run back in the third. Made out of play. Keep an eye on the Cubs and Milwaukee. They're playing in the fourth, and there is no score in that game.
Played some tight games, haven't they?
Oh, man. Extra innings. 2-2 pitch to Carpenter. A roll foul. Game number 155 of the regular season, and the Cardinals still with hope, still a chance.
Great week with baseball in St. Louis. Cubs, then Milwaukee. Come out and support this club. Give them a little help.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 97. The fastball past Carpenter. Strikeout number 5, second in the inning.
Got it up in the zone, and the ball there is hard to catch up to. Get on top of it.
Here's Tommy Pham, who is walked and then was called out on strikes back in the third.
Tommy was 4 for 8. And a couple doubles on Tyone coming into this action. So see if he can't rise to the occasion.
The first pitch to the Cardinal left fielder. Breaking pitch and a strike on the inside corner. Talked about it a lot. Day games a little tougher for Tommy with his vision issues than night games. Ran into a gentleman that suffers from the same condition that Tommy Pham deals with day in and day out. And he said point blank, I can't believe he can even compete at this level. And he said day games, he said, I get it. He said, it's really tough. Just the simple things. He said, much less playing baseball. Oh, 2 pitch. One and 2 the count.
I think during the day, you know, you'd see the ball better. You know, you're not relying on the lights. And funny how some guys excel in the day and some guys don't.
I think a lot of that depends if you're single or not. Two balls and 2 strikes.
As I said, this is the warmest weekend of the summer, and we're in wintertime now. Here in Pittsburgh, and they say that it's going to continue into next week, early next week here. What, 90 degrees or so today.
Hot. Big pitch right here. 2-2 on Tommy Pham. Stays away from the breaking pitch. He's seen a lot of breaking balls this far. Runners off with the pitch. The 3-2 and 2 down. Much of the damage for Tommy Pham has been done away from Busch Stadium. Second in average, on base percentage, and OPS.
He's had such success on the road, and then you just wonder why he hasn't translated at home also.
Ground ball left side, and it is a foul ball.
Pitch count up there, 93 now.
Fought off again by Pham.
Perspiration running down your forehead, getting in your eyes. His condition. At the very least, get that pitch count up and get him out of here.
Another 3-2, and Pham a swing and a miss. So Taillon strikes out the side here at the top of the 5th, and we're tied 1-1. Struck out Piscotty, Carpenter, and Pham.
Third appearance since being out for a while with the hamstring. We've seen increased velocity. Still have to be put up a red flag when you see a left-handed batter against him.
Chris Bostic, the top of the lineup. Bostic, Marte, and McCutchen against O. So 2 walks and a hit last night. 1 inning of work. Surrendered a run. Oh, 2, and there's that slider.
Much sharper now.
And a base hit into center on the 0-2 pitch. Go ahead run is aboard. Bostic on base for the 2nd time. Join Carlos Martinez, Alex Reyes, and other Cardinal players, front office executives, and Fred Bird. Cardinals crews coming up. One of a kind experience. 314-968-9600. 314-968-9600. Book your travel. Marte has walked and also singled to left. He is 0 for 3 in his career against Seung-Hwan Oh. Chris Bryant with a double to drive in John Jay. 1-0 Chicago. That ball game is in the 4th. Here's the 0-1. High drive, deep left field, at the wall, and it's gone. 2-run homer against O. Off the bat of Marte. The Pirates have their first lead of the afternoon. It's now 3-1.
Marte had only hit .260 since coming back off his suspension. That's his 5th home run and 21 RBIs to go along with 17 stolen bases since he's returned. He returned on July 18th.
And now McCutchen. Cardinals again have to come back in this ball game. .407 feet, the distance of that home run. Ground ball that's hit to short. DeYoung makes the play. One out. Osuna will be the batter. Sac fly RBI to tie the game back in the 3rd. Here's the 0-1. Pirates getting some pretty good hacks here against O.
Like this season just hasn't gone his way. Pinpoint control with the fastball, and same with that slider. Keeping over the middle of the plate, and it's always down and away.
That's pulled foul. Another pitch that's up. Right-hander getting loose in the Cardinals' pen. It's Josh Lucas And the 0-2 pitch. Tommy Pham into shallow left, comes on and makes the catch. With 2 outs, Sean Rodriguez. As you were talking about, it's one thing not to have the slider that he had a year ago, which was a wipe away pitch against a right-hander, but if you can't spot the fastball when you don't have that secondary pitch,
sure,
it's very, very tough.
You hang X many percentage of the sliders, and you're not getting the ball where you want it on the fastball. John's played 7 different positions this year for the Pirates.
Here's a 1-1. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jerko with it, makes the play. Base hit, Bostic. Marte, 2-run homer, his 7th of the year. West is brought to you by your local St. Louis area Volkswagen dealers. Visit bwdealer.com. And by McDonald's. Cardinals hit a home run, get a free McDouble or frozen beverage the next day with the McDonald's app. Download it for exclusive deals. It was the 10th home run in relief allowed by O. And that ties a club record. Kevin Segras did that. Also, Jason Mott back in 2009. So the Cardinals have to play catch up. New pitcher in is Edgar Santana. He's had 5 scoreless relief appearances. Lefties, though, hitting above 430 against him in limited time. And a lefty at the plate. And Dexter Fowler, followed by Jerko and then Wong. So 2 of the 3 on the left side of the plate. Cardinals have a lefty getting loose. I believe that's Cecil in their pen. Fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sion 95 pitches today, and now Santana.
Santana 435. These lefties are hitting off him with a couple home runs.
Two strikes on Fowler.
Cardinals know what they have to do. They have to battle back here.
You can pre-order the 2017 yearbook celebrating the Cardinals' 125th anniversary. Decade by decade salute. Purchase now, 314-345-9000, cardinals.com/yearbook. Here's a 1-2. Inside corner, struck him out. Tailed back in. This lineup has seen 7 strikeouts this far.
Dexter knew it was a strike. A late break. Right to the corner.
Jed Jerko is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Right-hand batters are hitting 147 in Santana.
A shift on here for Jerko. All kinds of room on the right side of the infield. Outfield is straight away. No balls and a strike. Into center. McCutchen comes in and sliding forward makes the catch. That's the second or third time in this game he's had a late break on a ball.
Yeah, really holding, but that's that line drive right at you that kind of have to hold a little bit and then determine whether it's going to sink on you or if it's going to sail over your head. Not quite the defender he was a few years ago. Probably a result of those knee problems.
Two outs and one. Cardinals go in order. Help me out, Al. I'm emotional.
Bring in the cat.
Their pet adoption day at the ballpark. That's September 25th. Head to Ford Plaza prior to the game. Meet adoptable furry friends from the Belleville Area Humane Society. Tickets at cardinals.com. Luplow will lead things off. He is tripled and also fly to center. And the new pitcher in for the Cardinals, lefty Brett Cecil, appearance number 70. Left-handers had hit .361 against him. He pitched a scoreless 7th inning last night. He's never faced Luplow. And the first pitch is a fly ball. It's hit down the left field line. Home run distance. Is it fair? It is. And now a 4-1 Pirates lead.
Luplow, their minor league player of the year. He had 23 home runs down there. That's his 3rd at the big league level. I was going to say that Cecil had been much better last few times out and going multiple innings, but he was ready for that ball near the carousel. And more work to do.
Max Moroff at the plate. Here's the 0-1. And that's hit out to left. Pham has to back up a few steps and makes the catch. So 2 home runs hit in this game by the Pirates. Marte, the 2-run shot in the 5th to break a 1-1 tie. Now Luplow, the solo home run, and it's 4-1 at Pittsburgh. Here's Stallings, who got the start behind the plate today. Intentionally walked and reached on an error. Cecil, pitcher number 4 for the Cardinals today. Began with John Gant, gave up 1 run. Matt Bowman. O came in, gave up a hit, then the home run. And now Brett Cecil. 1 ball and 1 strike. Soft liner that's caught by Jerko. Our Budweiser What's on Tap. We're back home tomorrow night. Luke Weaver against John Lester will come your way at 6:30 tomorrow. Hope you join us. The Cubs and Cardinals on Fox Sports Midwest. Diaz backing up as the catcher today will pinch hit. There's strike 1.
Trying to decide whether they could have Cervelli as their number 1 and Diaz as the backup, or could they have Diaz and Chris Stewart and save some money in doing Cervelli. Cervelli was very popular here in Pittsburgh. Done a nice job. I believe he has 2 more years, $22 million total.
One ball and 2 strikes. And a strikeout for Brett Cecil. The home run hit by Luplow, his 3rd of the year. Sends us to the 7th. Cardinals have to come from behind today. Very important game. They trail 4-1. right-hander. He's in relief of Edgar Santana. We head to the 7th inning, and the Cardinals trail by 3 runs. 4-1 our score. Appearance number 69 for Hudson. 4.35 ERA. He stranded 2 inherited runners in an inning and a third, scoreless last night. This is the Gateway Honda home run inning. Cardinals hit a home run. The Gateway Honda dealers will donate $1,000 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Missouri. DeYoung is 1 for 2. Base hit to left and also flied out to left. And the first pitch is taken for a ball outside.
Hudson, first year with the Pirates, been their primary setup man now.
Two balls and no strikes. Two and one. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Paul DeYoung. Hudson is ready, and here she comes. Inside. This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Cardinals may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the St. Louis Cardinals. The 3-1 pitch. Leadoff walk. Down by 3 and a leadoff walk. Let's see if the Cardinals can't get something going.
Cardinals only have 3 hits in this game. Excuse me, 4 hits.
So 1 out, or rather nobody out. Runner at first. Piscotty 0 for 2, fly to left and also struck out. They strike 1 on Steven.
Let's go back.
Slowly hit back to Hudson. Steps and throws and makes the play. Runner at second, 1 out. Carson Kelly, the batter.
Carson's had a couple of the better at bats today. Got an infield base hit and line 1 out the center field where McCutcheon dove for it and caught it on the shoot and went off his ankles. This would be a good time for that home run, wouldn't it?
And the first pitch is strike. Oh, 2.
Carson making his 8th start since being recalled on July 21st. He had 283, 10 home runs, 41 RBIs in 83 games at Memphis, and was a Pacific Coast League All-Star.
The 1-2 pitch to Kelly. 2-2.
Mentioned Hudson's first year with the Pirates. He was with Arizona since 2010 and the White Sox before that.
Here's a 2-2 pitch, and that's hit sharply to second. They had a position perfectly. Because of that, it takes a hit away from Kelly, and now it's Greg Garcia as the pinch hitter with 2 down.
You kind of wonder, like, he doesn't have that many bats, why they would put that second baseman right where he is in a perfect position. A lot of the right-handed batters, they were playing 3 on the infielders on the left side, but not for Kelly, and hit it right into the defense.
Only thing you could think of is that there is a lot of video now available at AAA and scouting reports.
And like I said, their AAA affiliate is in the International League, where the Cardinals are in the Pacific Coast League, so you can't really have word of mouth or what they've seen from their AAA guys.
So runner at second, and now Greg Garcia. 4-1 our score here in the top of the 7th. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Greg Garcia. One ball and 1 strike. Could make a case that DeYoung should be at third base, even though that was a hard hit ball to second. And you say that just because you have a 3-run lead, he gets the sure out, but you could also see where he might throw to third too, get the lead man.
Young player may not go for the lead, or might go for the lead guy, thinking it's right in front of him. And from DeYoung's perspective too, you didn't know if he thought it was going to be line drive in the air. Remember, from where he is too, it looked like the pitcher may catch the line drive.
Well, gets interesting here with the tying run now coming to the plate.
Well, Greg Garcia just has that knack for getting on base. He's been very productive lately as a pinch hitter.
He's got to go to a lefty here, you would have to assume. To face Carpenter coming up, who was homered. That was back in the 3rd. Hudson a couple of walks, and the tying run at the plate. When we come back, it's our Chevy call to the pen. Baseball and Blues hockey this winter. Fox Sports Go. So the Cardinals will counter with a right-handed batter in Randal Grichuk to face the lefty. Runzler's had 5 straight scoreless appearances. He struck out the only batter that he faced last night. Right-handed batters very limited look at the righties, but hitting .500 against them. Grichuk pinch hitting here from the right side, and we know he's got a home run power. He represents the tying run.
He's 2 for 9 as a pinch hitter this year with 1 RBI.
And that pitch taken inside. Tommy Pham at the on-deck circle. 4-1 here in the top of the 7th. Runners at first and second.
Righties are 1 for 2 and a walk off the Runzler.
Hit out of play. Back-to-back years for Grichuk. 20 or more home runs. Up and in.
Last night, Runzler came in, just faced 1 left-hander, was taken out.
2-1 pitch. 3-1. It gets interesting now.
Oh, yeah.
Runners at first and second. 3-1 pitch. Bases loaded for the Cardinals. And with Pham coming up, we'll see if the Pirates go back to their pen. 3 walks for St. Louis here in the 7th inning.
And we will go back to the bullpen.
Tommy Pham has had a tough day. 0 for 2 with a walk and a pair of strikeouts, but he represents the go-ahead run. George Contos to face Pham when we come back. He was acquired by the Pirates. 62nd appearance, and the bases are loaded for Tommy Pham. Tossed a scoreless inning on Friday. He's had 6 appearances since coming off the DL. In that time, he's inherited 2 runners they did not score. very good here at PNC Park. With the bases loaded, Tommy Pham, some damage, 5 for 10. And he's driven in 11. Might be your ball game right here. 4-1 our score, top of the 7th, bases loaded.
Let's see that first grand slam for Tommy.
And the first pitch is strike. So walk to DeYoung, walk to Garcia, walk to Randall Grichuk. Oh, 1 pitch inside.
Santos was claimed off of waivers from the Giants on August the 5th. Spent a couple weeks on the disabled list with a right groin strain.
Here's a 1-1 pitch to Tommy Pham. Backs up, just missed inside. The 2-1 pitch to Pham. 2-2. Been seeing an awful lot of breaking balls from right-handed pitching in this series.
A lot of sliders. She said a couple of these sliders from Santos have kind of backed up.
The 2-2. Pham hits it sharply to third. Rodriguez force play at second, and the threat is through. Hit it on the button. Right at Rodriguez. Time to stretch on this Sunday afternoon. Top half of this inning, they trail by 3. Jed Jerko shifts from third base to first. Greg Garcia stays in the game. He is at third, and John Brebbia is our Chevy called to the pen. A missed opportunity for the Cardinals. They received 3 walks in that inning, cannot score. Appearance number 46 for Brebbia. And he will get the top of the lineup for the Pirates. Home half of the 7th. They're in the bottom of the 6th, and Chicago 1-0 lead over Milwaukee. Chris Bryant RBI double in the 4th. And as we mentioned earlier, later today, Rockies finishing up their series with San Diego. State Farm perfect pair. The home runs hit today by Pittsburgh. Starling Marte 2-run homer off of Sungwon Oh, and then Brett Cecil the following inning. Luplow with a home run and a solo shot for the Pirates. Brebbia had a scoreless inning on Friday. He did walk a man. He has a whip of .91. That's 9th best in the National League. Leads all National League rookies in ERA 2.30. Really tough on the right-handed batters have who he's seen. The average just 170 from the right-handers against Brebbia. First pitch, a strike, and we're underway. Home half of the 7th.
Batters overall are batting .185 against him. Lefties are .209, so doing the job.
Up the middle, Wong backing up, no play. Through Brebbia into Young and Wong, and a base hit.
See where DeYoung is playing not near the bag, so a long run for him, and then Wong was a little closer, second base bag. He got it after DeYoung failed, but he couldn't go throw out Bostic with his speed.
Aaron Judge with 2 home runs hit today. He's now 1 shy of Mark McGwire's rookie record of 49 in the American League, set back in 1987.
Cardinals have been out hit 7-4 in this game.
Plaza Tire Service, Fox Tracks. Marte wanted time, didn't get it. 0-2.
Didn't call it, but it has to be granted. Right in the arm. Good breaking ball right there. There's a pitcher, you execute the throw.
On base 3 times today. The 0-2 pitch by Brebbia. Check swing. Got him. They ring him up. Frustrating at bat there for Marte.
Good. A good slider down the way. He commits. You can see he knew it.
Andrew McCutchen 1 for 3. Base hit to left, back in the third. There's strike one. Cardinals grabbed an early lead. It was 1-0. Matt Carpenter solo home run. Pirates tied it up on a sac fly by Ozuna. Then the 2-run homer to break the 1-1 tie by Marte in the 5th. Solo home run, Luplow in the 6th. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 0-2.
Throw strikes. Doesn't walk many people. Didn't really beat himself. Murphy has done a nice job.
One and two.
Surprised more hitters don't call time like Marte tried to do off of Brevia, because he gets a guy on. He really holds the ball a long time.
The slider. 2-2. Big gap in left center. Pham is near the line in left, and then you have Fowler shading him the bit towards right center. The 2-2 pitch.
That's the biggest part of the field anyway. Deep down there, back there, where the bench jets out to 410 with the bullpen areas. Right away, 399. There you see the gap in left center.
The 2-2 pitch. Strikeout of McCutchen. He's got Marte and McCutchen back-to-back strikeouts after the single by Bostic.
Swing at that pitch right off their knees.
There's Osuna at the sac fly and the RBI back in the third. His 30th driven in this season. 2 outs and a runner at first. Cardinals will have Fowler, Jerko, and Wong coming up in the top of the 8th. 4-1 Pittsburgh.
Gotta get something going, don't they? Get out of this inning and get it back on offense and stay there for a while.
Good time, it's granted. Fly ball into right. Brebium. A scoreless bottom of the 7th. It's 4-1 Pittsburgh. Sports Among Friends. And by Ford, the official cars and trucks of the St. Louis Cardinals. 4-1 in the top of the 8th. It's Fowler, Jerko, and Wong. And Fowler had that really good game in Game 1 on Friday night. He's over his last 8. Cardinals trying to get something going. They trail 4-1. Contos got the final out. Hard hit ball by Pham with the bases loaded in the 7th. So he will start this inning. Switch hitting Dexter Fowler 0 for 3. Fly to center, fly to left, and also struck out.
2 for 6, including a home run off of Contos. He got the final out of the 7th inning.
Shift on the right side of the infield. Fowler, first pitch taken for a ball. Cubs now a 3-0 lead in the 7th against Milwaukee. Here's a 1-0. Here's a 1-1. Hit the other way, slicing towards a line. Marte over, and a foul ball. As Ben Zobrist with a 2-run homer for the Cubs to make it a 3-run lead.
Cardinals going to have to win some games if they don't want to see the Cubs celebrate in St. Louis.
Quintana with 6 innings, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts. One ball and 2 strikes. Fowler with a fly ball into right. And Dexter 0 for 4. The batter is Jed Jerko 0 for 3. Last Cardinal hit was in the 5th. They had back-to-back singles. Then prior to that, it was the home run in the 3rd. Cardinals with a total of 4 hits in this game. Jerko has struck out twice and lined out to center.
The offense was so good in Cincinnati and good again on Friday night. Scored 6 runs yesterday. You're supposed to win those games.
Get 6 runs off of Garrett Cole. You said that before the game.
Yeah.
You said you're going to probably win, especially with Lance Lynn on the mound. 2-0 the count. Three balls and 1 strike.
Jerko coming back from the hamstring, but on this road trip he's just 2 for 15. Got that shift on again.
Inside and a walk. St. Louis today has received 5 walks. None have come around to score. With 4 in the last inning and a 3rd. Here's Colton Wong with a runner at first. He's 0 for 3. Call to Young at the on deck circle. Ball gets away, and Jerko will advance to second base.
Just boxed it. Be a pass ball. Initially, I was thinking it was a foul ball, but Stallings just missed that one.
One ball and one strike with one out and a runner at second base. Can the Cardinals get something going before heading back home to St. Louis? Popped up. Foul territory, playable. 2 outs. Final hope here in this 8th inning is DeYoung, who is singled to left, fly to left, and also walked. $28,550 here today. 28550. So 2 outs and a runner at second base. Paul DeYoung. 3 infielders on the left side. First pitch taken for a ball.
All with 24 home runs at the big league level. He had 13 home runs before coming to St. Louis from Memphis.
Shadows a part of the game today. Go later in the afternoon. 1 ball, 1 strike on Paul DeYoung. Little grounder hit to third. Rodriguez with the play. Cardinals strand a runner. They've left 8 on today. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 4-1 Pittsburgh. The Lions. This will be his 49th appearance for the lefty. Just a tremendous second half. One of the best in baseball, not just in the National League, but the entire league. And so Lions is in. 4-1 our score. And Rodriguez will lead it off.
Last time out in Cincinnati, pitched 2 innings, struck out 4 in that ball game, and really came through in the clutch.
First pitch, tap foul.
Rodriguez's dad, the Double-A manager for the Cardinals.
It's a fly ball down the right field line and out of play. So the Cardinals looking ahead to the 9th inning will have Piscotty, Kelly, and a pinch hitter. A swing and a miss and a strikeout. That's how we start the bottom of the 8th. Let's turn to our Budweiser player of the game, the starter for the Pirates, Jamison Tyone. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned, walked 1 and 6 strikeouts. So the bullpen has been doing the job here. They have walked 4 for the Pirates, but have not given up a hit.
Yeah, just looking at that.
And a strike. Luplow is homered here today. That was back in the 6th inning.
And from the Cardinal relievers, the 2 veterans, O and Cecil, both allowed a home run.
Good breaking pitch. It's where a right-handed batter just gives up on it, breaks over the zone. Lefties, they bail on it. 0-2 the count. There it is again.
When Tyler first came to the big leagues, he was coming as a starter. Won his first game in San Diego, then he won his second game, I think it was in Kansas City. Both of them outstanding performances, and then it took him a couple years to get back into the win column, but he's really found a niche right now in the bullpen.
And the 1-2. That fastball, he throws it hard enough with a breaking pitch and keeps you off balance.
Spot the fastball, and then, you know, like you said, that breaking pitch can be a difference maker. It really doesn't matter that much whether it's a lefty or righty at the plate.
Here's a 1-2. Curveball inside. Curveball and a swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for Tyler Lyons.
Yeah, from that angle, you see the movement.
Here's Max Moroff. And a strike. Also pitching ahead in the count. Always a key, and he's done that with 3 first pitch strikes. The 0-1 pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, we're on the air tomorrow, 6:30. Cubs will be in St. Louis as we kick off the final homestand. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. Line foul.
Fair ball. I think you're saying it went off the glove of Garcia. rifle shot, and I think it went off the glove. You see, it went off the glove of Garcia, and held him to a single.
So extends the inning to Jacob Stallings. Strike one. Initially, I didn't think it hit the glove of Garcia, but no argument from Greg. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Stallings. Instead of check on the runner. And a fly ball that's lifted foul down the right field line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. He strikes out the side. We head to the 9th. Cardinals have to come back. It's a 4-1 Pittsburgh lead. On the side for the 4th time this year. The scenario that we saw on Friday night, Piscotty leading things off against Rivero in a 1-run game. today it's a 3-run deficit. This will be our Chevy call to the pen. Rivero suffered the second blown save of the season on Friday night. Gave up 3 hits and 2 runs. And the first pitch is strike 2, Piscotty. Overall, batters hitting 174 against him. The left-handed batters 084. He is good. 0-2 the count.
Saw where Piscotty has a little bit of success against him.
Of those 3 hits, 2 have been doubles.
He's 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, like you said.
Inside.
Just knowing you beat him on Friday gives you kind of the hope where you can come back in this ball game, but it's going to be tough.
Here's a 1-2, and that's the first out here in the top of the 9th. This is where it stands right now in the wild card, and if the scores hold where the Cardinals would lose and Milwaukee would lose, Arizona then would clinch a spot today, regardless of what happens in their game. Colorado playing later today against San Diego. Cubs a 3-0 lead over Milwaukee. That's in the 7th. A strike to Carson Kelly.
Their magic number would go down quite a bit too. It's getting pretty low.
Here's the 0-1. Now 0-2. Rivero seems to be all business here in the top of the 9th.
Kind of happens when you blow a save and take a loss. Black pants and the yellow shirts almost look like a, with everybody, no stirrups showing, no. It's like sweatpants.
Slowly hit to third. Rodriguez. They stay on the bag. That's Osuna, and it's 2 down. And the Pirates now 2 outs away, or rather 1 out away from winning 2 of 3. Harrison Bader will be the pinch hitter with 2 outs, and the Cardinals trailing 4-1 here at the top of the 9th.
Bader's got good numbers against left-handed pitching, so this will be a real test for him.
Yadier Molina has moved to the on-deck circle.
Bader's 444.
There's strike 1.
It's 8 for 18 with 2 home runs against left-handed pitching.
Here's the 0-1. No balls and 2 strikes. Cardinals a strike away from dropping 2 straight here in Pittsburgh. The 0-2 pitch to Bader. 1-0-1 on the gun.
Pitchers in the mound in bright sunshine, and then it goes to the shadows.
Bader just got a piece.
Breaking ball there. Did a nice job to stay alive.
The 1-2 pitch. Bader fouls it back. The 1-2 pitch to Bader. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Series comes to a close. The Pirates take 2 of 3. The crucial series for the Cardinals. The final today of 4-1.
Tough series here, and Cardinals running out of time, but they do have 7 games in St. Louis. Almost a must-win every single game to keep their playoff hopes alive.
You cheer hard for the Padres today. They've got Colorado coming up. Clint Hurdle and the Pirates take 2 of 3. The postgame show is coming up. A final of 4-1 here this afternoon.